I was not intending to speak on this resolution, but hearing the very inspirational words of my colleague from Los Angeles really compelled me to want to stand up and join in support of this resolution. And I also wanted to take a minute to remind us that a resolution like this is not just something that we should be thinking about today and voting on, but something that we should really take to heart in terms of the policies that we work on, and particularly in this time, the funding that we allocate towards foster programs. My family spent a few years going through the foster system on our adoption road. And from the foster adopt parents perspective, I can tell you that that system is for many people very gratifying and exactly what they want. But for far too many parents, it's a labyrinth that becomes impossible to navigate and something that often ends in heartbreak. Certainly for the families that are impacted by foster care and by the children, magnify that labyrinth and that frustration 100 times fold. We can do better for our foster families. We can do a lot better for our foster youth. I've done legislation every year focusing particularly on emancipating foster youth, a population that we often don't think about. And this state does do care going beyond the traditional age of emancipation, which is wonderful, but we still see foster youth disproportionately represented on our streets as our homeless population. Young people impacted by the foster care system disproportionately represented in our prisons. We don't have to allow that to happen. These are choices that we have made through policy because data shows that putting resources very early on for women who are pregnant and vulnerable, particularly women in deep poverty, makes a huge difference in people's ability to parent and also their ability to have healthy children. Putting resources into emancipating foster youth, resources towards making sure they have housing before they emancipate, resources to make sure they have all the documents they need to succeed, something that is not always done through our agencies, can help prevent homelessness and help to give the foundation that that youth needs to succeed. The fact that we still allow foster youth, who are our children, these are a population that we have taken responsibility for as a state, that we allow so many of them to not have the extra support they need because they are traumatized, this population. They are often traumatized. They don't have the kind of support that other young people have. They need extra support. And that's on all of us as policymakers, through the policies we pass and through the resources that we put into that system. And that system is under-resourced. So I wanted to take a minute to send that plea out in a tough budget year when we have so many needs to not forget this group, because these are our children. With that, I would urge an aye vote and continued action and support. Thank you.